So 12 red flags that you should look out for when dating or getting to know any Filipina in person or in an LDR or from your home country, which I do not recommend. Right off the top, asking for money right out of the gate, just making her hardships your hardships, etc. That's a huge problem. That means that she's kind of starting out on the foot of, you have a better life than me, improve my life. Maybe when you're just on the phone, you haven't even met her yet. Even if you've met her in person, just constantly always bringing up life's hardships. I need money, either directly asking for money or constantly guilting you about how your life is better than hers and how poor her and her family is, and making it your responsibility from the gate rather than building a romantic connection with you. Number two, constantly talking to her brother, quote unquote. That's not her brother, that's her boyfriend, that's her ex, that's her love interest, whatever the case may be. It's just a bad idea. You're headed for disaster. There's no reason for the brother to be calling at 3 a.m. They always use that brother uncle thing. More than likely it's not her brother or her uncle 99% of the time. Number three kind of goes along with that. Exes, talking to exes. Oh, we're just friends now. Oh, this and that. Guys and girls, at least in the Western country, they're not really friends. If a guy was romantic with you ever and you're with me, it's time to end that relationship politely, or leave them on red at the very least, if not block them. You don't have to really block them. I'm not insecure, but it's not a lot of need for anything besides maybe a Merry Christmas if you really, 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 miss them or have fond memories of them. Knock yourself out. But So number five, not available at certain times, like just consistently not available, like after 5 p.m. until midnight, and just only available for text, not available for video call, not available for verbal calls. Likely married, likely has a boyfriend, likely working you, and just, wasting your time essentially. Number six, guy friends. I don't know what the culture is here, but in America, once a girl gets with me, she doesn't really have a lot of guy friends that she's hanging with, even if they're supposedly gay or, they're just friends. Guy friends are always waiting for an opportunity. That's just the reality of guy friends. They're usually looking for an opportunity, a chance to get with you, and that's not something that I'm too big on, guy friends. Not being insecure or anything, it's just there's never a reason to be alone with another man when you have a man. There is just 0.0 upside to that. Any guy that allows that is tripping. And guy friends are usually waiting for an opportunity or for her to have a broken heart, essentially. Number seven, dating a lot of foreigners before you. If a woman has dated tons of foreigners and, she's always mentioning her 12 American exes or Australians or UK guys or any guy, period, just that's a foreigner, and she's a serial foreigner chaser, a serial foreigner dater. She probably has lofty expectations of a sugar daddy, probably is dating them for a reason, and most foreigners lead with their wallet and spend unnecessary money, and you will be expected to take over payments on the family and the getting her nails done and, wooing her with $1 million lifestyle. So you may want to stay away from that. Number eight, pushing back your trip. If you're in an LDR and you're talking to a girl and you've made the mistake of sending a bit of cash, and then you say, oh my God, I got my passport, honey, I got a ticket, or I'm gonna buy a ticket right now, when should I come? And she starts pushing it back, going, oh, this month's not good, I'm feeling sick, my dad's in the hospital, or oh, my caribou's sick, or whatever the case may be. That girl doesn't like you. That girl's got a man, that girl's not attracted to you, and that girl wants to hit you up for a little more cash and then ghost you. If she's pushing your trip back, you got a huge problem. Number nine, she has a Filipino baby daddy. We heard this on the cautionary tale of the interview I did. Man met a woman, raised her and her family up, gave them air conditioning, remodeled their house, got them running water, did all that. She may or may not have been seeing the baby daddy the whole time, but either way, made up some weird excuse. You can go back and watch that 45-minute interview, and ended the relationship after he spent a lot of time and money with this woman for years and years and years through the pandemic, yada, yada, yada. 40-year age gap, not advisable. If a woman has a Filipino baby daddy and her children are not 18 and out of the house maybe, I'd stay away from it complete family is everything in the Philippines, and when that Filipino baby daddy comes back to offer a complete family, even if you bought a house and a car, or he remodeled your house and put some money in your pocket or put you through school or something, guess who's getting their girl back? The Filipino is always going to win. Keep that in mind, guys. You know, at the end of the day, constantly on her phone, number 10, okay? So if a woman meets you in any country and she's glued to her telephone and not giving you her undivided attention, she's not interested. I promise, okay? I've walked away from many girls before. They're giving their phone even just a little bit of attention. You don't even have to be glued to your phone. But I know it's 2024, but unless your phone's making you some money and you're an influencer with 1 million followers, or you're, you know, getting some orders on your eBay, or, you know, you got a YouTube account or something, there is no reason to be on your phone when you meet me in any country, in any circumstance. That's my opinion. If you like someone, you're going to set your phone down, face down, whatever the case may be, unless it's your mom calling with an emergency. You shouldn't be giving your phone a lot of attention. You should be giving me your undivided attention, or I would exit, and no second chances on the phone nonsense. You know, I just really think that the phone thing can be a killer, and that was a problem with a girl that I met, a 21-year-old, half Chinese, half Filipina, that I met when I first moved here. Obviously not really age appropriate, and I was doomed to fail anyway, but I would always tell her, like, is your phone gonna spit out like 1 million pesos or something? Like, dude, you met a 40-something foreigner that lives in BGC. Put your telephone down, put your, you know, that's just a huge red flag. Number 11, constantly talking about what her sister or her friend's foreigner boyfriend did for her, and how big the ring was that he got her, or he brought her to America, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's an indication that she may not be into you. She may be into going to your country. She may be into your wealth. She may be into what she saw on TikTok. She may be into the 10-carat ring that her sister or friend got. She may be into not you, basically. Bottom line, at the end of the day, is that's a huge red flag. Number 12, talking about buying a house or building a house on her property. There's nothing wrong with this if you marry a woman or you've been with her for a long time, but if you haven't even met her yet, or you just met her and she's already got plans for you to build a house on her property, sometimes the property that she has, she could have inherited or bought for, you know, a couple thousand US. Nothing wrong with this. This is awesome. I know a lot of girls that are going to do this with their boyfriends, but if you don't even barely know a girl, she shouldn't be talking you building her a house. Now, if you have a child with her and you want your child to always have a house, or if you meet a girl that's a land baron and has 17 lots, by all means, more power to you. There's nothing wrong with this. But if you haven't met a girl yet and she's already got plans for you to build a house or buy a house for her or whatever, she's tripping. If you're on your first Starbucks date and she's talking marriage and building her a house, head for the hills, my friend. So that's 12 red flags. I've done a lot of individual videos on these, but I'm going to release this as just a crash course on things to look out for when you're sick of the wildebeest linebackers in the West and you want to meet a fit, feminine, friendly, beautiful, amazing Filipina with amazing mannerisms and cute. I mean, just there's nothing better than a Filipina. I've been with my Filipina almost a year. Probably the best girl I've ever had in my entire life. I've dated women from Thailand for 3 years. I was with a Thai girl in Las Vegas. I've dated women from Japan, from China, from Iran, from Lebanon, from Venezuela, many American girls. Filipinas are the best when you get one that's actually attracted to you and has that animalistic attraction to you and really respects you and loves you. It'll be the best experience of your life. But you must watch out for these 12 red flags and many more. If I missed any, put them in the comment section. And I don't want to discourage people from coming here, but I want to give you some caution on what to look out for when you're on the dating sites, before you even come here, and when you first meet a Filipina or in those early stages of a relationship. Another thing I'll throw in is try to find a Filipina that has a little bit of a career going, maybe makes $1,000 a month or more. That's a pretty successful Filipina, to be honest with you. You can land one that makes 2 or 3 or, more than your, retirement check or more than your passive income. You're slaughtering it. But at the end of the day, make sure that if you're not prepared, you ain't got a couple $1,000,000 and you're not, properly retired, that you find somebody that has something going for themselves, that can pay for their family if there's an emergency, can chip in. Finding a Filipina with her own money will save you a world of hurt and a world of hassles and problems with her family, and expectance of you solving every problem for the extended family, the tita, the kuya, all that good stuff. Find a woman that's financially stable. You can do it, especially in the Manila area, especially the younger you come out here. It can happen. And unless you got a couple $1,000,000 and you just want to enjoy your last 10 years on planet Earth and you don't find financing, 7 people, knock yourself out in that case. But for most of us guys, the guys in my crowd, the guys that are attracted to this channel, we're 30s, 40s, 50s, high value men. Find yourself a Filipina that's got a good job, that makes a few bucks, that's got her family under control, that has some savings, and understands that they are not your responsibility. All right, guys? Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I go live daily around 9 or 10 a.m. Manila time. I do consultations, Jasperinthephilippines@gmail.com. And sana all, beautiful Manila skyline, rest a bit.